So everybody can be. I see. There's something we say in Nigeria. See me finish. You know what I'm saying? That kills a brand. See me finish kills brand.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
Fact.
It kills a
That's
brand.
fact.
Now playing, connecting the dots among blacks, the podcast.
All right. Thank you. My name is Oyebanji Akins, and we're live on CTD Among Blacks. And on this episode, I have with no other person with me. You already know it is Big Vic. How you doing, my brother?
I do about far. What's up? What's in the play?
I do. We're on a fresh level. You know, these things you gotta be fresh. I like how you fresh. I'm trying to copy you. You are the mentor when it comes to, you know, making sure everything is
no.
Let's focus on the main thing while we're here.
Yes,
you know, this at first I think is more like a rumor, and then we start having some facts about saying Davido fired his lawyer. So I'm gonna ask you. I think you've been a little bit of an advocate when it comes to structuring things right in the camp of Davido. You know, you always, if anybody that watch us, that follow us, that been a fan, will notice that you've always been critical, and the goal is just is the love you have for him, thinking like somebody that is big. I need to understand to structure his his team, his brand properly. So with this lawyer being fired, what is your opinion? What do you think is going to happen to the brand, Davido?
I'll rightfully say, I've always been an advocate of like picking on how you have a good foundation in every business and having the right team around you to prosper, to get you to that level. I've always talked about he doesn't have I feel like in his team there's a lot of yes sir. I don't feel like he has that kind of mentor, someone in the team that always tells him, listen, we can't move like this, we cannot move like this, or we can move like this. I don't feel like, and if there's someone there, I don't feel like he's listening. And the reason why I feel like he's not listening, because that person is not strong. Whoever that person is not strong enough, is not holding his foot down to say, you know what, if you don't move like this, I don't see you going anywhere. Or if you don't move like this, I'm out of this team. Everybody's yes sir to him. I don't think, you know what I'm saying? I don't think he's looking up to someone in that team. All right, let's talk about topic on hand, right? He fires his lawyer. What does this mean to his brand? What does this mean to Davido's brand? The reason why he fires his lawyer, we don't know anything. Nobody has actually came out to say, oh, because of this X and Y, that's why he fired his lawyer. But the lawyer is not with him anymore. Is that a good thing for his team? No. And it could be yes, because we don't know. Like I said, we don't know what entails the reason why he's firing his lawyer. But one thing that I can state is, going back to having a good structure and a good team, is if you look at it, there's always been something with his brand. There's always been someone dying or something happening. The frequency of this death and all this trouble around the camp, it's a lot. Nobody exactly say, you know what, this is what the team. You understand? I don't feel like there's always something every year. There's always something going on in that team, in that camp. Go back to him paying this guy. This guy came out and say, he's owing me money for my company. He decided took 20,000, 40,000. It's always something. I don't know if you're following what I'm. There's a pattern. I'm not just talking from my ass off. Like, there's always a pattern with something on the brand. Somebody's there that's tarnishing the brand, because there's nobody there that is actually holding that structure down, in my opinion. And this letting go with the lawyer, and of course they say they both went their separate ways peacefully. This guy has been there from day one, if I could recall, has helped the business, has, helped the brand, to get to this level. Somehow, someway, he has played a vital role. Okay, now he's no more there. What does this say? It could tell, you could look at it as a positive thing. Maybe he found somebody that feels like, okay, let's put our foot down together, and this is how we're going to move from now on. I'll get myself involved in this social place, and this is how it's going to move. Or could be a negative thing. Could be another point. Could be maybe they found out that, okay, this guy is not who he said he's not doing the work we're supposed to do, or he's embezzling money. We don't know, but could be he found out whatever thing they found out, whatever way they want to put it, he's no more there.
But do you think, I don't want to stop you, do you think it's a good thing we don't know the reason why they split, or do you think it's a bad thing?
I think it's a good thing. In my opinion, I think it's a good thing, because, whatever happened in inside camp should stay inside camp. If it has to do with embezzling money, if it has to do whatever the reason is, maybe he's not doing his work, maybe he's not coming through what he said he's going to come through. Whatever the reason, he feels like he's not advocating for him. A lawyer advocates for their clients. That's what a lawyer does. That's the bottom line. They advocate for their clients regardless of what it is. Be good, bad, positive, indifference. You're going to advocate for your lawyer. You're going to advocate for your clients. Sorry.
So there's a rumor that, that was out there saying that the lawyer was becoming too much of social media lawyer than doing the job, even though it's not fact. You understand? This is something I really like.
But that tells you what I'm going back to say. Having a good solid foundation of people around you to tell that has to say, listen, everybody have to move this way. No, when we have Davido, he's our primary, he's the main guy, he's the one and the everybody else. I don't want to see anybody around. I don't want to see anybody posting any media. I don't want to see anybody taking any pictures of anything. That's what I'm trying to say. They don't. Everybody's yes sir, yes sir. There's nobody in that team that says, you know what, a lawyer have to move this way. Point blank. Period. Stay in the office. Do what you have to do as a lawyer. I don't want you around and going out with him. Now, if Davido say no, I want my whole 30 BG. I want the person should be like, I'm sorry, bro, or God, this is not how things needs to move in this business, right? You are the face, and you should only be the face. Nobody else around you. We don't want to see anybody around you when you hang out, when you go out, only in social gatherings like club or whatever. But everybody have to play their role and stay in the office. If you have to be in the office, you stay in the office. If you have to be, so those are the things that somebody have to tell him how to move. Because you're a brand. So everybody can be, I see, there's something we say in Nigeria, see me finish. You know what I'm saying? That kills a brand. See me finish kills brand.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
Fact.
It kills a
That's
brand.
fact.
But the artist can be, there's not enough. You have to keep seeing the artist, but seeing the artist in a good light. Seeing the artist where it matters. In Met Gala, around people that are high and so-called potential
that
people.
Matches the brand.
That matches the brand or potential people that when you come out, you see yourself surrounded with Kevin Klein, surrounded with Versace, surrounded with top-notch executives. You understand? Yes, they want to see you like that. But they don't just want to see you outside in the street everywhere with 10, 20, 15 people, everybody. No, that's not how you move as a brand. It kills your brand.
I'm gonna just say my own word like this. My opinion
Right.
to that is, first of all, basically from what because that's one thing I learned Nigerian say when you bring an opinion out, they will tell you like, hey, have you done what he has done before? Who are you? Go and do it now. And I realize it's just the fan base love, and people always want to just see things from how it is. For somebody like me and you know, having to run different things, business and stuff like that, and being opportune to be outside Nigeria, it just add up to how we see things. And you know, like I said earlier on, you've been an advocate of saying Davido lacks structuring, and when you always say it, you said it in a very positive way. Like it's not like you hate him or you don't like.
No. That's far from it.
Like,
I mean,
you
and I
just
still
bringing out.
right. I still stand on the
Go ahead.
record. Let's talk about music. I'm sorry to cut you off, boss. I still stand on the record regarding music, which is what we know David for is music.
Yes.
That's number one thing. Before brand is his music. I still stand on the record till today. I said he has the best album 2023. He had best album. Whatever way he structured the album, the composers, the engineers, the songwriters, the from the top, from the beginning to the end of the album, how the album was orchestrated, the opening of the album, the branding of the album, everything. I think he has the best. Even the songs itself, the hits. I think he has the best album in 2023. That's my opinion. You know, he deserved. He deserved to win the Grammys. I mean, he got nominated, but he deserved to win the Grammys as the best African. That's my opinion. I'm a huge Burna fan. You know that. Burna had an album. Burna had an album. Right. Burna had an album 2023 too. Right.
That was fire too, though.
No, it was fire. Yeah, but
I like it.
For me to be a Burna fan, a huge, not just a regular fan, because I've been the day one Burna fan. Day one. For me to be a huge Burna fan and still giving Davido that has the best album, what does that tell you? Because I'm all about good content. I'm all about good music. And one thing of what I do, I don't care who you are. I keep it real. You understand? This is what I keep it real with the music, and I keep it real with it. I am authentic with what I'm saying. You know, not because you're my artist, I don't really like the way he moves. I don't like the team, but he has a great album. Yes, he has, like I said, my opinion, the best album 2023.
I'm going to share one thing with you, though. I'm going to share one thing with you. Burna Boy has built the brand around, notice you always got to see how we talk about his mom some kind of way. Our mom always come in the picture. Just saying. I accept that part. I don't think you see anybody in Burna Boy's circle like that. The only person I know we see is what's this ex-girlfriend name? Stephanie London, if I'm saying the name right. The one that he used to write last. Even though Burna Boy never admit to that. Actually, it's a date. We don't think anywhere where we could put Anna to it. If not for the girl coming out, we wouldn't have even know the song was more about her like that. But that's one. I think the only person that I could say.
I kind of knew, but okay.
Yeah. I think the next person I will mention is Wizkid. Wizkid, the only person you've seen around Wizkid that when you see him out is that manager, which his name is I think Mr. Obey or something like that. I can't recall his name. I'm bad when it comes to having names.
That's right.
But when it comes to Olamide is somebody you don't even see nobody. Like I've never seen Olamide sign, do anything where you got to see him. But Davido started his brand. I explained this thing to make you get my point. Davido started his brand with somebody that comes from abroad. I will put it like that. Coming from America, go to Nigeria. I think Davido was thinking he has to be like that. And that's something I think is affecting him till date of feeling like you got to carry everybody along. You know, you got to be in the picture. You've seen the video like you're seeing 20 people in the photos, in the videos, in any way it might be. And even in the studio. In interviews, you get to see.
I think you're making a good. I'm sorry to cut you off. There's nothing wrong with that, right? What is wrong in the whole point is that nobody has. There's no role. Even though he claims that everybody has a role, or like he just doesn't carry. Everybody plays a role. In that, you could tell the way there's nobody there that's actually telling him, God, this is not how we should be moving, or this is not how we should be rolling. This is not how things should be done in that camp, or holding their foot down.
I'm sorry. I want to ask you this. Do you think, because if I'm to really put about what you're saying about the structuring, structuring that has to do with, you know, when there's a legal part that handle those things, there's something won't come to light. Because if you do it, then you're definitely going to be sanctioned. And, you know, Davido has been called on so many different issues, not paying the money, you know, having a deal that doesn't fulfill. Do you think all those things that have been happening have to do with a lawyer? Now wait, if it has to do with a lawyer that's been fired now, are we going to see a different brand? Because we're talking about Davido as a brand now, and if you share that out now, him firing the guy, we don't know what happened. Was he him? Let's just assume maybe the lawyer didn't, because the only person I think that really check balance Davido more might be the lawyer. Based on what I've known, your lawyer will be able to tell you upfront, like, bro, what you're doing is going to put you in this level. If you move like this, is going to put you in this kind of level. I mean, the lawyer actually, you know, I'm not saying the lawyer has to do with his music, whatever like that. But when it comes to the branding that we see, you know, calling him out, somebody saying you owing me money. We've seen a video of somebody trying to, like, the lady that said one time, like, Davido was begging, she apologized, saying, like, you know, I'm part of his what's it called? Somebody that get him clothes or like getting some deals, clubs and stuff like that when it's Atlanta. And all those things, I feel like if the legal part is being played, everybody will be sanctioned in the right way without even, you know, when she puts something out, you will know who to call. And we're about to check balance right there, like, this is wrong. So for me, my question is, do you think firing a lawyer, we're not going to continue to see that part more, or you think it's going to keep happening? This is just me, and I'm asking you this because I know you have, people don't know this. People that might be looking at you might have different perspective. You have this part of we Nigerians, we should always look for ourselves. And behind the scene, you always tell me how much you just want Davido to keep winning, to make sure everything is right. And that's why I'm being putting the question to you, because I know you have a lot of, you know, things we do talk and how passionate about you want Davido to just, you know, get it right. It's a big name, it's a big brand, and a lot of people are hating on him. But every time they slander him with all this information, it just kills the brand, even though he's still winning. But who knows? Time could tell where everything becomes where this part we're talking about. So my question is, do you think we're going to stop seeing all this, in your opinion, in the patterns of how you follow Davido? You think it's going to change, or we're just going to keep seeing all things like this?
I think things is going to change, you know, because if he understands that now he's been nominated, you know, he was nominated in the past Grammy, and I think also his new album that he's working on, he also want to be out there. He knows what the brand entails. It's a learning curve for him. I think he's beginning to see the way with all this, a lot of girls coming out and stating they did this and that, all the past and all the other stuff that we don't even know about. But I think things is going to change. I think it's going to change for good, because I really want him to win. You know,
I don't know. I'm trying to stop you on that. I just wanted to throw you that question because I want to share my opinion. For me, I follow Davido. When I follow Davido, I don't mean like going after him like that. I follow his, you know, his growth and everything like that. I remember his present manager was one time, you know, sacked. I don't know, maybe something happened between them that he left, and I could tell. This is fact. That affect Davido very big. Like, it affects him so bad, they has to go back. And I'm glad he went back. So for me, being an African American that Davido is, going to Nigeria to establish himself, having a lawyer that are really, really from home, that understand your vision, that understand what you want to do, even though the structure might be bad. For me personally, I hope he has think about it so well before making this call. Because now you make the call, something you could work with, something you could, you know, maybe if there's
we don't know.
This is just my opinion. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm glad they didn't put it out.
They didn't put, and it's not for the public to know.
If they put it out, it might affect him. It might affect his brand. brand
It's not,
bigger than
yeah,
how we
it's
think it
not for
is.
the public to know.
Mama, if anybody from his camp can listen to this, I think whoever they want to pick next, or whoever they've picked next, should be able to understand Davido's vision, his mission, and how Davido's brand can stand the test of time, even when it's not making music anymore. Because all those things are very, very important. And if your legal department is looking managed well, you're gonna be in, you're gonna. I'm sorry to say this. That's what affects people like R. Kelly. If you have the right people, even though we believe Davido has a lot of people, family, they're from a rich home, they're not going to allow him to go through that part. But we're living in a time where social media dictates a lot. Like if you make a mistake and social media catch you with it, they keep it. They wait for you. They will remind you. When somebody's about to give you one of the most biggest brand deal, they will just drop that video like, is it not the same guy that was doing this? So for me, I can't say too much when it comes to the legal department, but I'm worried because this topic is about his brand. I just hope whoever they want to work with next is somebody that will make sure all these things are put part into priority. Davido so far has been doing fine, except the fact that how they bring all this information that we don't think it should be out, just like that. It's not just ordinary person. Davido is a big brand that some people use him to, to build up their own brand, and he has helped a lot of people. And he has been so far, he has been the only Nigerian African American that been able to go back home to become who he is today. And I always know it's not easy because what's his name? Sauce Kid tried it, but Sauce Kid is Sauce Kid right now. He couldn't get to the level where Davido is. He can't even sustain where Davido has been able to sustain. I remember this guy. What's this guy? There's this one time guy. I can't remember the name. There's this American guy that's a Nigerian too, but he tried to go back home. No, try to make a music that we all relate to from Nigeria, but they couldn't stand the test of time. And I don't think that we've been able to have anybody from African or African American that have a Nigerian lineage to go home and be able to establish this. And to me personally, I would want us to have.
I think Banky tried, and he did a good job. I mean, he brought us the life of Wizkid.
But
I mean, look at if it's not Banky, we won't have
the test of time though. What I'm saying is Banky has relaxed now.
I mean, he moved into politics, but I think he did stand the test of time. That's my opinion, because coming from born and raised in there, he just decided not to.
I have a say on that one.
Right, and it's okay. Yeah, but that's my opinion.
We don't know what happened between him and Wizkid though. So the test of time, the day we found out
the test of time. What defines test of? Well, yeah, but the question is, what defines test of time? My test of time might be I decided to leave music and go into politics because I've grown enough. I've gotten my. So you don't know what my test of time is. That's your opinion on how test of time. So each individual, to him, he has probably felt like I passed through the test of time. I've accomplished what I wanted to accomplish, and now I want to move to another part of my life. So,
you know what? Yeah. I take that back and I rephrase my statement saying when it comes to the music industry, actually, because I can't just use music to define somebody's lifestyle and everything he's doing. So yes, I totally agree on that, and I take that back. But I'm only structuring my on just the music. So for me, that's all I have when it comes to Davido. Whoever is going to be the next lawyer, please don't move like the old lawyer. And if you move it like the old lawyer, make sure you do better than how it is. And I'm not saying about the absolutely. Maybe they call him. I don't want to put his name out there. Like, but he hasn't done anything bad because Davido is still a brand we talk about.
Absolutely. And shout out to the team. And shout out to them. Keep putting great music.
Yes, sir. And I think this is where we're gonna round up this particular episode. We have love for all African Americans, musicians, wherever you might be, irrespective of what your genre might be. But definitely that's the reason why we could be here to talk about you guys, because you're doing great. And y'all keep doing what you're doing. From our own hand, we're trying to bridge the gap, connect to all the dots as much as we could. And my name is Oyebanji Akins, and you could call me OA if you like. And I've not done this alone.
Too fresh.
Yes, you already know that. I tried to stay fresh as much as I could. So thank you for my own head. Bro, what would you like to say before we round this up?
No, nothing else to say, man. We just want to thank everybody to just, that keep watching and, in passing or religiously. All our viewers appreciate. Make sure you like the buttons, comment if you have to. Let us know what we need to improve on. And that's it. And until next time, we'll say love and peace as we continue to connect the dots.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Stay blessed, stay happy. Don't fight no one. Make sure you're living on your integrity because it says a lot about you. Thank you. See you to the next episode.